Are you feeling frustrated that you're not able to get the most out of your team? Do you have a sense that your team is not living up to its fullest potential? Do you find that your leadership style works well with some but fails with others? If you're experiencing these challenges, my guess is that you will find this video series to be very valuable. Welcome back to Agile Growth with Shri. This is a place for CEOs, business owners, and leaders looking for practical solutions to their biggest business challenges. This is the first of a 6-part video series on leadership agility. You might be wondering, what is leadership agility? What is Shri talking about? Not to worry, we will get into it in this video series. As we operate in a more diverse environment with team members who are multicultural, multifunctional, multi-generational, and more, we begin to realize that we can't rely on a one-size-fits-all approach. One of the most important skills to successfully manage a team is leadership agility. Agility means being flexible, adaptable, nimble, and responsive depending on the situation you're facing. And leadership agility is being able to apply the most appropriate leadership style based on the situation you're dealing with. I want to introduce you to situational leadership, a model developed by Ken Blanchard several decades ago, but still just as valuable today. For many of us, our leadership style is influenced to a large extent by two factors. On the one hand, we have had leaders who've been able to bring out the best in us and we say, I want to do more of that. On the other hand, we have been scarred by some bad experiences, which leads us to say, I never want to lead that way. While these can be helpful in shaping our leadership style, they are just not sufficient as your leadership responsibility expands. You might come to the realization that your style seems to work well with some and not so well with others. If you find that your ability to lead seems constrained, it is a good sign that you need to expand your leadership skills. A model that I have found very valuable in my own development as a leader, as well as for many of my clients, is a situational leadership framework. What I love about this model is it's a very simple model and it's a very effective model. In this video series, I will introduce you to this model and give you an overview of what is required to apply this in real life. The situational leadership model recommends that we don't use a one-size-fits-all approach to leadership and instead apply different leadership styles based on the situation you're dealing with. This requires you to categorize your team members based on their skill and will, and then intentionally and deliberately choose the optimal leadership style. Mastering the situational leadership model requires you to do 5 things and to do them effectively. First, you have to diagnose the root cause. So we'll talk about a skill, will, hill framework. Second, you have to assess your team members and plot them on a readiness matrix. Third, you have to choose the optimal leadership style. Fourth, very important, you have to learn how to delegate effectively. Fifth is, you have to learn how to apply the model at a more granular level. Check out my next video in which I'll talk about doing an effective root cause analysis when facing performance challenges with some of your team members. In the meantime, I would like to invite you to reflect on what has shaped your leadership style. Who are some people? What are some circumstances? What are some experiences that have significantly shaped how you lead? This self-awareness will help you as you expand your leadership capacity and capability. See you in my next video. Please share your questions and feedback in the comment section and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss any of the new videos.